Well, we're beekeeping today and I love it. I've got some hives here on my trailer. They're out of the strawberry farm. I'll turn around real quick so you can see the strawberry farm. Beautiful barn, different varieties of strawberries. You're only seeing about a third of them. Up over the hump there's more. And this is a you-pick strawberry farm that I put beehives at every year. Strawberries are looking beautiful, and I'm happy to do it. I got my nice little swarm trees here. If I don't control my swarms, hopefully they go on those limbs right there. But as you can see, the bent up sheet metal there, bent up sheet metal, pile of rubble. There was a barn right there last year. There was a barn right there last year, and that's a brand new one. A tornado went right through here, and my beehives went all out into those woods. So this year, I'm keeping them good and strapped. I'm keeping them on this trailer just so I can move them if I need to. We got weather moving in tonight. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit what's going on here. I think I came out here with like 7. And they were struggling at first. I lost a couple and ended up in that corner up there and just stacked up all them deeps because I lost 2 beehives. So that's 4 deeps. I just strapped them up there to get them out of the way. Today I came out and I forgot about that. Went and pulled that strap off to check that top box. And there's bees in there. I mean, there's bees all in there. They're laying in 3 or 4 boxes already. They're top to bottom. There's brood top to bottom. I went to the second hive right there to check it. And it's doing great. Went to this hive to check it. It's doing great. And I thought, well, I might need to add another box to these because the privet here, I mean, that's all privet back there. You can see it. It's just blooming like crazy. And they're just hauling in nectar like crazy. And I said, well, I'll add another box to one of these just because to get some more foundation pulled out and just get some frames cleaned up. And I thought, wait a minute, I have extra equipment on this trailer. Where is it at? Well, it was right there. So a swarm must have moved into that stack and those last 2 weeks, because I'm out here every 2 weeks, and took over that stack. So leave your extra equipment out. You'll catch swarms. They'll come to it. They love it. But what we're going to talk about today is drone layers. This is a drone layer. I mean, all it's laying is drones. This happens when your queen runs out of sperm, when your queen fails, when your queen has damaged front arms, you have a queen failure, and a worker bee starts laying eggs. Now, this worker can only lay drones. She can only lay unfertile boy bee eggs because she's never mated. And that's what's going on in this hive. This hive looks plenty full. It's making honey. This super is full of honey. This thing's 60 pounds. But this hive's going to crash. It is a drone layer. How can I tell that? Look at this frame. It's all drones. There is some cat brood here. I'm going to say ignore that. That's probably left over, and I'm going to guess it's probably bad. But all this is drones. There is hardly no worker brood in here at all. That frame's a bad example. But see how spotty it is? Look at this frame. See how these are raised? We call those bullets. This is a failed queen or a worker laying eggs. And I'm looking inside these cells over here, and there's multiple eggs per cell. That's another sign of of a drone layer. The next frame down, looks, where's that hive tool thingy at? I keep laying that thingy down and I can't find it. Let's see if I can pull it out. It's all honey on that side. And on this side, it's more drones. And whoever's laying is laying in worker cells and it's coming up as drones. We call these bullets. And another thing you'll notice is the dark pollen. I mean, when you get a drone layer, they just cram these hives full of pollen. And they're not using it to feed hardly any babies, so they overflow it with pollen. So we have a DL here. Call them a drone layer. Put DL on the lid. We know it's no good. How do we fix it? Well, one way we can fix it, we can grab this box and stick it on that box. That is a good beehive. But somewhere in here is a bad queen or drone layers. There could be hundreds of female bees laying eggs. We don't know who's doing it. So how do we fix it? Well, we can go over here to this hive and grab frames of brood, which it has. It has good frames of brood. Look, that was a little spotty, but it's all right. This is a newer beehive. I wasn't going to go into these because I just went into them, so I might go into this one. If there's a lot of frame of brood in there, I'll still out of that one. But start dropping in frames of brood in here. Now, I work these every 2 weeks, but I can't come back next week and drop a queen in here. If I drop a queen in here now, they'll probably kill it because they have a laying worker. And they're kind of rough on a queen. I got a bee going up my pant leg. So, what I'll go ahead and do today is probably drop 4, 5, 6 frames of brood in here to try to get this thing turned around to having the correct brood odor, not drone laying odor, not just drone odor. And I'll try to get this thing turned around because there's so many bees in it. Now, these bees are getting old, so I've got to get bees in it. How will I do that? Well, this stuff here will start hatching and start putting new nurse bees in there, turning the pheromone around, and next week I'll drop a queen in there, and they should accept her. So I'll go back through. I might go back through a couple of these. I know that one over there had some beautiful frames of cat brood right in the top. That swarm did. And I'll just drop it in here, and I'll strap this thing back together and walk away and leave it. And I bet you here in a couple of weeks when I come back, or next week when I come back to put a queen in here, this thing will turn itself around. If not, I'll just terminate it. The bees will be getting too old, and I won't be able to fix it. I'll just terminate it and stack it on top of some of these other ones, and they'll take care of it. There's so many bees in these other monsters. So that's what's going on here. We'll just let this roll. I guess I better hurry up and get in there and get wet. See y'all. Love beekeeping.